Alright guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be going through all of the really big and powerful trinkets that you can get while leveling in TBC Classic. So I thought this video will be very useful for people who have, leveled up a new main for TBC, and those people out there who are, healing all the way through Classic WoW, and you want to re-roll. You got great healing trinkets, but you want good DPS trinkets because you want to go Rep Pally or Ellie Shaman or something like that. Luckily, when you are leveling in TBC, there are some very powerful trinkets that you can get very simply from quests, which are pretty much as powerful as anything you can get from raiding in Classic WoW. Although I have to admit some of the raiding trinkets are probably a little bit more powerful, so if you can grab them, then I would recommend you to do that. But anyway, we're talking about TBC trinkets. By the way guys, fun fact, apparently 81% of the people who watch my videos aren't actually subscribed to the channel. I mean, that is just crazy to think of. So please hit that subscription button, it does only literally take you 1 second. And you literally have no idea how much just pressing a button actually helps out YouTubers, so please press it and press that bell button next to it, that helps out even more. But anyway, let's jump in. So the first trinket is an extremely cheeky trinket that not many people know about. This trinket is so naughty that it stops out late, it snogs MILFs at funerals, and gets back into the house by sneaking through the window. Like, honestly, this trinket is naughty because of that juicy spell hit rating. If you're jumping into TBC as a caster DPS, one of the big brick walls in your way is going to be that, irritating spell hit cap that you do have to eventually hit, particularly if you're a healer and you have absolutely no spell hit gear and you're wanting to roll like a Boomkin or an Ellie Shaman or a Shadow Priest or something. It also obviously has an on-use effect to increase your spell damage by 125 for 15 seconds, very useful for caster DPS that can snapshot this with their dots, abilities like Emulate, Starfire, Vampiric Touch, everything like that. And the reason why not many people know about this item is it drops from a mob. Okay, well, it kind of drops from a mob anyway, because, right, you gotta get this quest, the Horrors of Pollution, which drops from, it's kind of complicated, like, so you got this Vial of Horror ooze, which is dropped by the Congealed Void Horror, and as you can see, it's right here on the map. So basically, all you do is an elite mob, bring a friend with you, or if you're feeling hard as nails, try and solo it, bring a mate with you, solo this mob, and basically it drops an item that you instantly turn in for a quest. And that's it. That's just how you get it. That's how you get this quest reward. And yeah, it's one of the best pre-raid, best in slot trinkets ever. Particularly good if you combine it with the Tarokka Tablet of Vim. So again, the exact same reasons why the last trinket is powerful is the reasons why this trinket is powerful, because it also has that spell hit rating. So you can get a total, let's put it all together, actually, so it's 26 add 22, that is 48 spell hit rating just from your trinkets alone, so you really cannot complain at this. So this trinket you will get from Torghos, very easy to get. All you got to do, it starts with this quest here in Tarokka Forest. You kill 20 of these birds, and then it transitions into this quest called Torghos. You might need a mate to do that one with you as well though. Next we have the Core of Archelos. Now a lot of male DPS keep hold of this for a long time because sometimes they get very unlucky, and this trinket is actually not too bad. It's not that much of a step down from the dungeon trinkets, to be honest. You have a flat 52 attack power and 200 attack power for 20 seconds on an on-use effect. Now this is really nice, and again, like I said before, you can snapshot particular abilities with trinkets like this to, get a little bit of extra DPS into your rotation. Most melee DPS will probably want to combine this trinket with a Tarokka Tablet or Precision for the exact same reasons of the other tablet. Increase your hit rating by 22 on a trinket, that is very nice, particularly as, when you're gearing up before Karazhan, it is quite difficult to get that hit cap, so trinkets like this help out a lot. And this drops from the exact same quest as Torghos. The Core of Archelos drops from Archelos the Garden quest, which starts, it's quite a long quest chain, but you're probably going to be doing it anyway because you'll be leveling up with this quest chain because it's a good quest chain to get some good XP from. It's the Archimage's Staff. It just drops from, it starts in Area 52, very easy to pick up, and it's quite a good quest chain to do actually, quite a lot of decent rewards along the way. Next, we're going to have some awesome tanking trinkets. So one of the biggest brick walls for a tank is getting that defense cap, okay, before he jumps into a raid. And I'm going to show you two trinkets that give you a massive amount of a defense rating. So first of all, we have Dabiri's Enigma. As you can see, it has defense rating on it, and then it also has block rating on use effect. Obviously that's not going to be very useful for a feral druid tank, but honestly, because of that defense rating so high, a lot of feral tanks still go for this, because they just need that defense cap. But I do have an alternative for druids as well, which is quite nice. But this starts with Dimensius the All-Devouring. You get it in Neverstorm. It's a little bit of a chain, and then you've got like a group quest at the end. Again, you will need a few friends to come and do this with you, but it's there in northeastern Neverstorm. Our second tanking trinket is the Regal Protectorate, whatever that word is. Again, increase your defense rating by 26, so if you stack this with the last trinket, it's going to be very powerful, and also has a cheeky little health increase on use effect. So this will drop essentially from Cruel Intentions or Overlord, depending on what faction you basically get this quest from. You get this quest from Fralma or Honor Hold, and it obviously requires a fairly long chain. You're probably going to be doing this chain anyway though if you're leveling in Hellfire Peninsula, but it basically starts at return to, no, actually it starts from, it basically starts from the actual first quest that you ever pick up in Outland. So you basically have to do pretty much every single quest in Hellfire Peninsula, and then you will unlock this quest at the end. It's definitely worth doing for pretty much everyone, in my opinion. Maybe not spellcaster DPS, because there's better options out there for you actually, but yeah, you definitely want to get this if you're a tank or a melee DPS, because you are going to be likely replacing one of the hit trinkets with the Blade Fist trinket that you can get. But anyway, here is this half decent Feral Druid alternative. Increases your dodge rating by 192 for 10 seconds, and it's on a very short cooldown, so this is a very nice trinket to get. You may also want to get it if you already are defense capped. You don't need these other trinkets with a defense rating on, because this dodge rating buff is actually very, very nice. You get this from the Voidwalkers Gone Wild quest. It's just in southern Hellfire Peninsula. Very easy quest to do. So let's go through some healing trinkets. First of all, we have the Oshugun Relic. Increase your healing done by 53 points. That is an insane stat stick for a trinket. Then if you pop it, you get 213 healing for 20 seconds. So very useful in a tight spot. You will get this from the Jesus Christ, some of the names in TBC are very difficult to pronounce. This quest right here, not even going to attempt to embarrass myself by pronouncing that. It doesn't even look like it's a chain quest, so you can get this very, very quickly. Now, healers probably want to combine this with the Heavenly Inspiration. First of all, you get 10 MP5. Really cannot complain at that. That is very, very powerful. And then when you pop it, 238 healing done for 15 seconds. You get this from a quest in Neverstorm called Success, and it starts here, but it requires this quest here, which starts with Run a Diagnostic, which starts in this little area here. Next, we have one of my favourite trinkets, the Essence Infused Mushroom. Now, there's two versions of this. Basically, in fact, I can show you it here, but it'll be off screen. But basically, it restores 200 health when you kill a target that gives Experience of Honor. Again, it can only occur every 10 seconds. And then the other version basically just gives 200 mana. So this is a very useful trinket, first of all, for when you're leveling, for increasing your efficiency, or any kind of open world farming, to be honest, because yeah, it'll just keep you pumping and pumping longer, because you're getting a little bit of regen on every single kill. Now, this you get from Stalk the Stalker, which starts here. It isn't a chain quest or anything, but you will need to gain reputation with the Sporgar, and then you'll have to go and kill the Black Stalker in Underbog. Now I want to talk about some replacement trinkets for when you no longer need that hit cap, because you've already got it with other gear. Say for instance, you've got gear like this. You can replace gear like this with better gear that essentially has, less spell hit rating for when you no longer need it, and it's the same for melee as well. So you get you can go for the Blade Fist Breath for when you no longer need the hit trinket that I mentioned earlier. Also increase your attack by 200 for 15 seconds. That's very nice to combine with the Core of Arkalos. Then we also have the Ancient Crystal Talisman. There's a different version of it. I'll get it up quickly. This is the Horde version, but there is an Alliance version which is exactly the same. I'll show you it in a sec. And the reason I like this so much is because it has a flat 26 healing or damage effect on it, which I also think is going to be quite useful for healers, so I think it would be worth for healers to pick up too. And then when you pop it, it's 104. You may be thinking that what the one from Cruel Intentions is better. Like it's here, isn't it? So Vengeance of the Illidari, that gives you 120, damage for 15 seconds. But this is giving you a flat 26. like constantly, so it's definitely better than the Illidari one. So for the Horde, you want to get the quest a Spirit Ally, which starts from Spirits of the Feral Fen here on the map, and then let me get up the Alliance version for you. So the Alliance version is called the Glowing Crystal Insignia, starts from Overlord Gorfist, which is from this quest here in this location here. And that's it, guys. I mean, that is all of the really big trinkets that you can get while leveling in TBC Classic. There are other trinkets that you can obtain, obviously, but they're not better than the ones I've shown you on this list, so I didn't really feel the need to actually mention them, because you could just easily replace them with these items instead, because they're better. So, yeah. But anyway, my name is MetaGoblin. Until my next video, ciao.